Welcome to The Borderline, Hair, Hobbies, Life, with me, Michelle Two States.
What's up, YouTube world? This is Michelle Two States, and welcome to the Borderline channel. Today I will be mixing my African shea butter for the first time. I've actually watched a few tutorials, and I've never been a person where I wanted to actually mix my own stuff. I'm not a big person of doing organic and holistic things, but I figured I bought it as soon as I went and did my big shop, so I said I might as well try to just whip it up at least one time. I bought this African shea butter at my local beauty supply store, and this is Unrefined shea butter. This is Erzuli, and I only paid $3.99 for 10 ounces. And this is pure African shea butter, just so you guys can see that's the consistency. I actually already kind of pre-chopped it up. I kind of broke it up with my tail end of my comb. So I made it really simple today because I'm not going to be adding any and everything and all that and, you know, different oils. I only use my Africa's Best Herbal Oil. Reason being, it is a combination of so many different oils. Just to read off a few, we have soybean oil, you have sweet almond oil, you have jojoba oil, you have safflower oil, you have kiwi, carrot, seed oil, fruit extract, you know, all these different kinds of oils, and it's all herbal, so it makes it a natural product and everything. So I don't really mess around with that too much as far as adding too many oils, and this is just Africa's Best in an easily accessible bottle that I like to use. So there's your shea butter, just to give you a consistency of what the shea butter may be like. It is extremely creamy, extremely creamy. See, that just melts, like it really is extremely creamy. So even though I'm hooked on the Blue Magic moisturizers, I definitely would give this a try. I have a stainless steel bowl here. I have my hand mixer, and what I'm going to do first is just coat the bowl in some oil. And this is just to make sure that when I'm doing some mixing here in a second, that it won't be too hard to get off the walls. It'll mix very easily. So I'm just going to coat that with oil. I'm not trying to make a big mess here, obviously, so I'm just going to do that. And because I've already, again, pre-broken up the shea butter, I'm going to pour that in. Mind you, this is my first time actually doing this, so you guys are going to see whether this is extremely messy, trying to hold a camera with one hand and do this. But definitely we'll see. And now that the bowl is where I'm going to go ahead and just squeeze on some oil in there. And I'm putting a decent amount of oil in here to mix in with the shea butter. Alright. Alright, let's give it a whip, dudes. Okay, this is extremely hard to do. Oh my god, I'm getting shea butter on my wall. God. Wait. Pause. Pause. Shea butter on the wall. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out how to hold this thing. This is not going to work. I think I need a little bit more oil than what I'm actually giving myself. Alright guys, let's give it another try. Try holding it steady at the base. Okay, guys, just so you get a bit of the consistency so far, I'm starting to get a very creamy color consistency, a little more fluorescent color to the shea butter, and it's getting a bit thick now. It's soaking up all that oil, so what I'm going to do is just add more oil. And I'm sorry the camera's like all over the place, but I'm doing this one hand. So let me just let this down with a little bit more oil. Y'all did not hear that. And I'm going to try this again, okay? I love how the bowl is just rotating itself around, making my job kind of easier. Now it's getting like really, really good pudding-like texture. Put this down for a second. I need to go ahead and just kind of scrape the sides down for all the shea butter, that little bits that weren't able to be mixed. I'm going to put them in there. So far, so good. I'm actually getting a really thick outcome as far as it seems very fluffy, very thick. It looks like icing, like the, you know, the texture of like freshly whipped cream. You know, so it's so far so good, and it looking pretty scrumptious right now. Let me move this out the way. Yeah, looking pretty scrumptious. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more oil. I definitely want to keep adding oil every time I take this thing out to make it easier. All right, takeoff time. Sorry, my face itch. Alright guys, so in case you do not see or can't tell from the camera, this is like whipped. Let me go ahead and try to test out the texture and consistency. Extremely, look at that, oh my gosh, extremely creamy. It feels so good. So, what is it on my nail? It feels so good, and very, very creamy. Very creamy. You see, this stuff is not like slipping, sliding off. I'm not sure if this is really the consistency I want. I kind of want to take it there. I'm going to give it another little whip, and we'll go ahead and transfer containers. Go ahead and put it on high, kind of get that consistency a little bit liquefied. Alright guys, so this is my shea butter mix. Very fluffy, creamy kind of feel. Obviously this is a very, very consistent, like palmy kind of pudding kind of texture. This is definitely a pudding. And I will be using this to moisturize my hair. I'm going to see if I like this. You know, I like the simplicity of the Blue Magic right now, and that's why I haven't, you know, whipped the shea butter up, and I've been having this for over a month now. So this is definitely a late doing. What I'm going to do is get back to you guys. I'm going to transfer this into the container. Be right back. So I have transferred containers again from the bowl to this, and as you can see, I didn't pack it down just yet, but it's whipped up pretty much a lot. Probably got a third more of the original size, and I just put it back in the original container, and we'll see y'all. So far so good, guys. That was the first time I've whipped some shea butter up, and I don't really use it on my skin, but I'll see how it goes on my hair later. But not bad, you know. Simple mix, oil, shea butter, mix it up. That's it. So thanks guys for watching. See you later.